Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Chubb Stuff from Quick Brick Games, and today we're going to be breaking down our top 5 most wanted features in LEGO Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga. We haven't really had much information about this game since E3 2019. We're in kind of a drought right now, so I thought we'd break down 5 features that aren't really totally confirmed for the game that we want to see. So let's go ahead and get started with number 5. Alright, so number 5 is probably the most important one, or at least the one that would be the most nice to have in the game, and that is online play. So LEGO games have not really had online play in a long time. I think the last one was LEGO Harry Potter years 1 through 4, and that was like back in 2010. So TT Games really hasn't cared about online too much, so I'm not sure what the odds are of LEGO Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga getting online, but this game does seem to have a much bigger budget and seems to be amped up a lot more than the other LEGO games, so maybe they'll pull through with it so that we can play online co-op with our friends or with random people. And then another feature it could have is crossplay, so like with the recent agreements with Microsoft and Sony and stuff like that, it'd be cool if you could, and even Nintendo, it'd be cool if you could, do online crossplay between the different consoles. That would be an additional feature of the online play as well, but we'll see. What do you guys think? Do you think we're going to get this feature or not? I don't know. But let's go ahead and move on to number 4. So number 4 is something that TT Games has actually hinted at, and that is an option for mumbling, or no voice acting in the game. So it seems like people have brought this up to TT Games back at E3 of this year, and it seems that they're looking into adding mumbling. Hopefully there could just be an option, you can just pause the game, you can turn off and on voices for the game, because LEGO games in 2012, starting with LEGO Batman 2 DC Superheroes, they started implementing voice acting, which is cool. I think most people probably prefer that, but some people do prefer, including myself, I'd say, just the mumbles where the characters are just kind of like, and it's kind of funny. Especially those original LEGO Star Wars games. So we'll see if that happens. It might take a little bit more effort than you think, because if they create all the cutscenes with voice acting in mind, the characters are going to be talking and stuff, so it almost might require them to redo all the cutscenes in the game. So that might take some effort onto their part, and I don't know if they'll have the time or budget or whatever to do all that, but we'll see if we get mumbling in the game. So let's go move on to number 3. So number 3 is a feature that was pretty big in LEGO Star Wars 3, The Clone Wars, back in 2011, and that is the big ground war battles in the game. So that game had these certain missions, and there was actually a whole bonus missions in the game where you would do these big ground war battles that you would be in this big wide open space. There'd be tons of AI characters on screen, and you'd basically have to capture different points around the map to win, and you have to use different vehicles and different characters to capture each point. Now, I like this game in moderation, or this mode in moderation in LEGO Star Wars 3, but to get 100% in that game, you had to do like 40 or 50 some odd of these battles, and it got really repetitive fast. So I think if they just had a few of these in the game, maybe 1 or 2 levels throughout the main story or something, that would be interesting. And maybe you could even expand this to outer space, so you could take a space battle, for instance, in the original trilogy or something like that, or a space battle that happened in the sequel trilogy. And you could make that a level and just have it to where you have to capture different points with different characters or with different vehicles in the case of a space battle. I think that would be pretty cool, but we haven't heard any information, so we'll have to see if the ground war big battles return. So let's move on to number 2. So the number 2 feature I'd like to see return, maybe some people don't want to see this, but that is challenge mode. Now, I believe this challenge mode has only ever appeared in LEGO Star Wars: The Complete Saga back in 2007. And this is essentially, when you play a level in a LEGO game, you usually have the story mode, which you play first, and then you have free play. Well, the Complete Saga had challenge mode, which is sort of like free play, where you can choose any character you want, but you're being timed for the level, and you have to collect 10 blue mini kits within the time limit to complete the challenge. It was kind of an extra little mode in the game that added to the replayability. So usually, you play through all the levels twice. Once in story and once in free play. This kind of required you to play through the level 3 times, and it offered a challenge because you were being timed and you had to find these blue mini kits. And I thought it was pretty cool. So we'll see if that returns in the Skywalker Saga. It was in the Complete Saga, so maybe they do it. That'd be a lot of mini kits they'd have to add into the game, because supposedly there's going to be 5 levels per episode or per movie, so it's going to be 45 levels total at least. excluding any bonus content they have. Yeah, it would add a lot of replayability if you had to play through all those levels again to get 100% in the challenge mode. So that's number 2, and let's move on to the last one. And the last one, I think a lot of people I've seen are already speculating about this, and that is DLC content based off sort of the spin-off movies, not the mainline, episode 1 through 9, Skywalker Saga movies, but just DLC based around the Rogue One movie, the Han Solo movie, or even the Clone Wars TV show, or even the Rebels TV show. I think we will see this. If it's not included in the main game, I think they will make some DLC about this, because every LEGO game has had DLC in the past 5-6 years or so. So I think they need something for DLC content, because they're pretty much going to have every character in Star Wars in the at least from the main movies within the game. So they need extra content. So I think they'll save the bonus movies like Rogue One and stuff like that for DLC. So I think that would be pretty cool if they include that in like a $10, $15 season pass. I think that would offer a lot of value and give you even more characters. But yeah, that is our 5 most wanted features in LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. What do you think of this list? Do you want to see these things? Do you not want to see some of these things? Are there any things that you want to see that we didn't include on this list? Let me know. There is one more thing that needs to be in this game, though, and that is the Gonk droid. You got to have the Gonk droid in the game. It's kind of a meme at this point. Hopefully it's in the game. Hopefully it's not some paid DLC or something, but they put that droid in there. But that's going to be it for this video. Be sure to subscribe to Quick Brick Games for more LEGO content. We're going to be pumping out all sorts of guides and stuff, especially when the Skywalker Saga comes out. And let us know what other LEGO content you want to see, what games you want to see on the channel, any guides or anything like that. Be sure to like this video if you enjoyed it. And that's going to be it. I'll see you guys next time.